To
Just to
automate the procedures.
yeah, just to develop business applications and make it handy.
Correct.
To make mobile applications and tablet applications as well.
Okay, that's
And
also one of
this
the
is
point.
low code. So
Yes, this is low code. Okay.
uh,
Yes, please.
Yeah, so this is a low code platform so that we can develop an application in easy manner.
Yes. So these are all the points are good points. Let me tell you what is the main reason behind the launching of PowerApps. Like, see, nowadays data is expanding. We know, like, each of us are using Facebook, uh, Netflix, and also the data is expanding at a large scale. So, what is the problem in corporate sector with the Excel? Like, we can only save the 10 lakh rows in Excel, and if you want all of the team members can work simultaneously into a similar Excel file, so there is one option: we can save it on the SharePoint list, or we can save it on a drive. But then Microsoft comes with this technology called PowerApps, where we can combine all the Microsoft technologies like Excel, SharePoint, Power BI, and you can say SQL Server with this one app. Power Apps is just a UI thing for them. Like, you can create a mobile based application to access all your files which are in your PCs. Like, if there is an Excel file in your PC and you want to edit that Excel file and send it over a mail, so you cannot do this thing by your phone. So Power Apps, with the help of a Power Apps, we can do this in a very simple way. Like, we can connect that Excel file to our Power Apps. We can create the similar view just like Excel in a Power Apps, and we can update the values. We can update the column values. We can update the row values. We can share it over Teams. We can share it over a mail, and we can also send it to our teams in a group. So these things comes very handy when you are outside of your home, like the work from home is going on. So this thing comes very handy. If, and second point in this technology is, if you want to download the huge data, like if it takes 10 hours or 12 hours, so we can also do the scheduling part with the help of this Power Apps. You can schedule your code, and it will be doing it work at a back end, and there will be no need to sit on your laptop. So that's a basic thing about the Power Apps. So maybe move next. So there are two types of Power Apps. Like, one is Canvas apps, one is the model driven apps. So what are the Canvas apps? Canvas apps helps business power users to use custom business apps across platforms using Excel and PowerPoint skills. Uh, like, if you all are working, then you will be filling the timesheet in your companies, or maybe you are giving the updates to your manager, to team lead. So you can do these things with the help of a Power App. You can simply type your message, or you can simply update the tracker that will be maintained by your team lead to track the uh, progress of the project. So we can simply do lot of things with Power Apps. Some of these are: connect to a data and system you are already using, like Excel. If you are using Excel, we can connect any Excel file to a Power Apps, and we can create some app of this data. We can connect Notepad file which have the JSON data. Do you guys know what is a JSON data?
no.
Okay, JSON data is like, it is saved in the Notepad file, and JSON, let me show you the type of a data which you can see in the background, like ID, category, cluster name. This type of a data is called JSON data. and this is saved in a notepad file, and this file is very light in size. Like if you have around 20 lakhs of rows of data, so the file size would be around 10 KB. So these type of files are used extensively nowadays. So we can also use this in Power Apps. We can create the apps, create the forms and the workflows without having the knowledge of coding. Like there's a you know the coding concept, the for loop, the condition, the while loop. There is no syntax. They are just Excel. If you know Excel well, so it will be very simple for you to learn Power Apps, because 90% of the functions are just like Excel in Power Apps, the methods which we use in Power Apps. So we will be first focusing on the Canvas apps, because Canvas apps gives us the experience to customize our app in our way. Like if we develop the model driven apps, it has the fixed template. Like it has a template, you just need to drag and drop some things and the app will be ready. But in most of the cases, Canvas apps is used, not the model driven apps. So this is the layout of a Power Apps. If you can see, this is how the Power Apps looks like. Let me show you the real. This is a Power Apps. This is a link like make.powerapps.com. If you will if you enter this link, you will come into this page, and this is a Power Apps. Like these are the options that you will get, the home button, the apps. These are the apps which have been developed, and these are the data. Verse is a database like SQL server, like Excel. You can connect to it and you can create the app. Cloud. This is the next point. Like we can connect to 200 plus cloud services. Like we can connect Salesforce, we can connect Google Drive, we can connect Google Sheet, SQL Server. we can connect Hyperion data, we can connect Notepad, we can connect LinkedIn also to this.
Yeah,
Power
Rahul,
Apps.
can I ask you one question?
Yes, please.
Yeah. First of all, you're talking about this the name actually, the data words.
Yes.
Just before you just talked about this. So this is the background database, right? For we can utilize the or which one for your suggestion, which one we need to use for a small company? For example, 12 people is working. Excel sheet or SharePoint or Dataverse, which one is good?
SharePoint. Yes.
For the small company. Okay.
Yes.
And now you are talking about the building the connectivity of 200 cloud services, but here I see if you're going to be the connector asking the price means we need to buy another license for especially for the app.
Yes, we need to buy.
Yeah, but when example we're going to buy, it's written there the $5 per user and you can operate only one app.
Yes, that's depend on the project to project. Like if your projects require Salesforce, so Salesforce is a huge backend database. If your company has a very huge data, like in GBs, in TBs, then you need to pay for the Salesforce license, and you need to, and in Power Apps you can connect to Salesforce seamlessly. You do not need to do anything. You just connect to it. Like let me show you how can you connect. Just me. Okay, new app. You can create test training. You can give the name. Is a format like phone or tablet. You can create for phone or for the tablet. Tablet is your For laptop, phone, format is for phone. So just I'm just showing you how you can connect to a database. This is a add data button. You can simply search add data. You can go to add data, Salesforce. It's not showing. This is the Salesforce. The Salesforce, but you just need to pass the password and the username. All the Salesforce tables will show
Yeah,
there
yeah,
in PowerApps.
of course, you're right. But if I buy the Power App, means so I can utilize the multiple connector, not only for specific. I'm right.
Multiple connector. It depends on the package actually.
Ah, okay,
Like
okay.
it depends on the package. If the package has 100 100 connectors in that price, so you can connect to dot 100 Salesforce types kind of connectors, and if no, you cannot.
Still, I'm confused. Actually, I did not understand. Okay, no problem. Let's come to the next.
Okay, like my means, if there is a package like you, if Microsoft is giving you 500 database connectors in 100 rupees or in $100, so you does not need to pay for the next one. You just you can use only those 500 database connectors. If if you want to use the Salesforce, and if Salesforce is not in that package, then you need to pay for the Salesforce.
Understand.
Okay, so we can share our Power Apps to across the platform. Like we can share it to iOS, we can share it to Android, can share it to Windows, we can share it to web. Web means your laptop, your PC, and these iOS and these Android are your phones.
But
You can
that be only work on the web browser, not come to the iOS and Android.
no, you can download the app. Like you need to download Power Apps from
Application.
your app from your app
Understand.
store. Then that Power App will ask you for the username and password for your company, and the apps which belongs to your company will show up there in your phone.
Understand. Yeah, clearly understand. So first of all, I need to download the Power App from the okay, understand. Clear.
Okay, so this is a point, enterprise grade management and control. So we can manage the Azure. There's a one tool called Azure where this is used for the project management. Like if you want to have a control over version control, or who all are the users who are using your apps, you want to get the data, how much your app is used by the users at what time and how many duration, you can definitely use this as your Active Directory, and you do not need to pay something else for it. You will get all of this with the Power Apps license only. And they are centrally like you can manage to whom you want to give the access of your app. Or there are three type of access in Power Apps. You give the viewer access, like the user will be able to view the app. Second is the co-worker, like if somebody else want to work with you on Power App, so he or she also can work with you. And the admin access, where he or she can view the data of your Power Apps, like where it is used, how it is used. Okay, till this point, somebody has any doubt or any questions, or we are good to move ahead?
Okay, here I just wanted to ask you one question. You are talking about the sharing. Okay. Sharing, we can share to the anyone, any environment. For example, the people do not have the license. I I can share to him and give the access by the admin permission.
Yes, you can give the access, but it is uh, recommended to share your app to your team members only, not outside of your company.
No, no,
Because
outside means company, but sometimes the vendor need a registration for the vendor form. For example,
okay,
we make the vendor form in the Power App, and what we do, we given the access to him to fulfill those requirement and upload the file and everything document there.
you can give the access and you can give the license key to the vendor, and he can
No,
access the app.
no. I'm telling to you, without license key. If I given the license key, it means hold on, he's become the owner. I'm telling he do not have the Microsoft Office environment. He told me he have only the Gmail by the email. So I can send to him, connect him, give him the permission by the Gmail ID, and he open this.
I think no,
No,
he
it is
will.
it is possible. That's why I'm telling to you, because if I given the license means I am the owner only of this license. I'm the owner of the organization. I have the license 231, for example. I have one license. If I give the license and people did not return to me, I change the password and everything. Okay, no issue. This is the important things. Just have a look this, Rahul. And of course it is there. I'm not aware. I told you, no, I am not. I'm totally in the mechanical field. I'm not developer. Totally out of this field. But I am learning and try to understand these things how it will works. So this is important things. Just note down for you.
Okay.
Okay. And one more thing, Rahul, as you told me, the share means, for example, I'm working in this organization A, for example, and I develop the app for the organization. Okay. For example, the the application name is HRM, for example. Okay. And I have moved to another organization. For example, the similar organization I am working, but the operationally both the organization is different and both have the VAT and everything. Everything is separated. But I am working for the both the organization. Can I copy this environment, complete environment, and both the license also the Microsoft Office is different. Can I copy this application completely and import to the export or import to the B means another organization?
Yes, you can do it. You can save your app to your local system, and you can do the import button in your second company, and you can simply get the same developed app which you have developed in for company A. So yes, you can do it.
This is, thank you so much, my dear. Proceed for the next.
Okay. So Power Apps simply amplify the professional developer productivity because it is low code, no code. It does not need to write the 1000 line of code. You can simply do the task only one or two methods. You can also build custom connectors that everyone can use, like Excel, or you can use SharePoint, because SharePoint has the access to all the team members, so all the team members will be able to use that. And we can also write the advanced machine learning logics in Power Apps. Like we can also build a chat bot. Like if you see on most of the website there a chat bot, there's a pop-up comes out like, how can I help you? So you can also build similar kind of chat bot into Power Apps also. Moving on to next, we can also customize, extend, and build the apps that we need, like all the Office 365 app. Like you can Word, you can also integrate Word, Excel, all the Microsoft services. We can they are highly customizable. We can create dashboard from the data in Power Apps only. We can integrate Power BI with Power Apps. There is no need to separately go to the Power BI and you do a refresh of Power BI dashboard. We can simply integrate the Power BI dashboard with Power Apps. We can simply directly refresh the Power BI dashboard directly from the Power Apps. So we have a lot of you can say the customizable activities that we can do in Power Apps. So these are the key concepts. Like this is a portal. Now it is changed. It is like make.powerapps.com. These are the can say the home button that I have shown you earlier. How we can load the data, how we can use the business logics. These flows means power automate. We can also use the power automate to in our Power Apps. Gateways are like if you are aware of SQL Server, we need gateways to set up a connection between a SQL Server with to Power Apps. So we can do a lot of things. Like this is a home page. When you will go to this URL, you will come to this. You can create new app. You can open any app. You can change your account. You can see your flows. What are your flows? And there are two layout, like one is phone layout and one is a tablet layout, so you can develop that for both. And these are some high level, you can say, the concepts. Like one is the left navigation bars, the tools, the selectors that we will be using in our Power Apps will come into the left. Second is the main app. This is the app that you are seeing. Third is the right side, like these are the properties. Like if you want to change the font of this contour, so if you want to change the background color, so you can change from the left corner. Fourth point is the drop down, like the properties of the object that we are using in our Power Apps. This is a formula bar where we will write our code in Power Apps. 6 is the main ribbon. We can directly access some of these properties from this bar. 7 is the you can say the breadcrumb navigation, which will give you the view on which screen you are. Like in apps there can be 10 screens, there can be 20 screens. So this will give you the name of the screen on which you are currently working. And at this button you can simply check how your app is looking with this button. So yes, that's all. And let me show you the content that we will be going through this training. This is the module 1, that what is the Power Apps, types of Power Apps, Power Apps building blocks. Then we will come into the Canvas apps. Then after that there will be a basic layout session, how the Power Apps Canvas apps layout works. Then these are the controls, how we can use the controls, how we can change the size, how we can reorder, move, and resize the controls. Like controls are text box, labels. Let me show you the controls. You will get the idea. These are the controls, like label. If you drag this, so these are the control. You can change the size of this control. These are the properties. What should be the height? What should be the border thickness? So you can customize it at your choice. What should be the font? Like the font is this of open sense. You can change the font. And properties like what should be the width? Width is 281. You can directly change it from here. can type it 100, the width is now changed to 100. If you want to extend it to 500, you can change this property from this. So in module 4 we will be going through these type of topics. In module 4 and module 5 are similar. After module 5, module 6 is a navigation, like how can we move. This is one screen. Let me go to tree. This is screen 1. You can also add second screen 1 and screen 2. So in this way you can add up to 500 screens. So how you will go from one screen to second screen, all this is will be covered in module 6. Then PowerApps connectors like Salesforce, Excel, we will going through. We will be getting the basic idea of SharePoint, what is a SharePoint, how a SharePoint list works, how we can connect a SharePoint to PowerApps. Then we will coming into the data table. What is a data table in PowerApps? What is a gallery? What is a form? How we can use it? Then search and sort, how we can search the data, how we can sort the data in gallery or in a data table, how we can customize the SharePoint. Then these functions, if, nested if, switch, drop downs, there will be a drop down in PowerApps. Collections is like a table, so we will be working on that. Components are just like a template. You will create a template and you can reuse it in your apps. There's no need to recreate it. So these are the topics that we will be going through. These are the syllabus, you can say. So yes, that's all from my end. If